This video is brought to you by Bitbox NES game cases. There is no better way to protect, store, and show off your NES game collection. Only available at StoneAgeGamer.com/Bitbox. Skip it up and that up. What's going on, kids? Rich of ReviewTech USA, and I just redid my modern, current gen, next gen Oprah Winfrey porn watching setup. There, I covered all my bases. This is my newest gaming setup. I do a lot of work in my bedroom. No pun intended. That wasn't meant to be a sexual joke in any way, shape, or form. I'm dead serious. And I needed to reset up stuff. That's why another reason why you've seen a lot of retro footage is not because I've just been going through a retro kick and working on that HDMI thing. It's just that I've been kind of in limbo with my PC gaming and current gen consoles. And I honestly procrastinated setting up all this shit because it was a lot of work. I was setting all this crap up till like 3 or 4 in the morning last night. So here it is. It's done. And I'm going to show you all the bits and pieces because a lot of you guys also want to know how to capture footage from multiple devices properly without having to switch out HDMI cables every time. So here we go. We will start, if I can get enough light in here. Well, whatever. It's a black fractal design case. This is my secondary gaming / video editing rig. I used to have a gaming laptop. My little brother for Christmas was really getting into Minecraft, and he wanted to play Minecraft on PC. He was getting sick of it on the Xbox 360. He liked all the mods. So I gave him that laptop. Spoiled little shit, and also had a bunch of upgrades to it too, an SSD drive and 24 gigs of RAM. And plus, for me, it's better off to have a desktop, easy to replace parts, upgrade parts. And I really wanted to try out, because I heard a bunch of, during the holidays, a bunch of super positive things and super negative things about the AMD FX 8350. So the specs of this machine, hint, hint, with what I just said, the main processor, or the only processor, is the AMD FX 8350 8-core CPU from AMD. 16 gigabytes of Kingston RAM. I forgot the exact type of RAM. I have a 240 gigabyte Kingston SSD drive. I have a 2 terabyte hybrid drive for storing games and video and all that. Gigabyte motherboard. Oh, I almost forgot to mention the video card. I have an Asus NVIDIA GeForce GTX 770 4 gigabyte model for the video card. And a lot of you guys who knew I had this machine have been asking me, Rich, you've had the AMD machine for a few months. What do you think of AMD's, the FX 8-core processor? And I'm very happy with it, man. It handles video very well. I did some HD video editing on it. It handled it just fine. It's a little bit clunkier than my Intel Core i7 3770K rig, but it would more, like, say my other rig, God forbid, went down, and I needed to use this to edit ReviewTech USA videos on, the world wouldn't end. I'm very happy with the gaming performance of this rig too. I think a lot of people with the 8-core AMD processor were expecting it to be a huge leap over Intel's quad-core i5, i7 processors. It isn't. It's actually either on the same level as some of the i5 stuff and a little bit behind the i7. But for the price range, I think it's a great processor. It's been rock solid. I have this machine on like 24 hours a day, even when I'm not here, and it's been super stable. It does run warm, though. As a matter of fact, if I put my fat hand behind here now, even when it's not doing too much, you feel a little bit of heat. I'm probably going to get a couple fans to put up on top of here this week, but I love this machine. It's rock solid. It's a gaming beast. It does everything I needed to do. I'm still happy with AMD. I like Intel too. I have an Intel rig too that has a GTX 780, 16 gigabytes of RAM in it as well. This one's awesome though. That's pretty much all I could say. If you're thinking about saving a couple bucks and you were curious about how the AMD FX 8350 runs, I think it runs great. There you go. So how do I have internet going to all these different consoles on my PC? Well, I have wired internet coming from my router in my apartment going into this, who makes this switch? TP-Link 4-port Ethernet switch. And everything, including the Wii U, I'll cut to a picture now, is running on wired internet. So my internet in this room is super stable, super fast. I have 50 megabits down average. So you get about 60 megabits per second download 20 megabits per second, sometimes 30 upload. So I have super fast internet in here, and everything including the Wii U, because I'll have a cutaway now because I took a picture before I plugged it in. I have it's a USB to Ethernet adapter. It's not made by Nintendo. You can get it off of Amazon super cheap, especially if you have a Prime account, it'll be even cheaper. So you could hook up wired internet to your Wii U. So the Wii U runs super fast with it. So that is the Switch, and everything is running wired has wired internet, I mean to say. So moving on, this is my ginormous TV. This is a 50-inch Sharp. I still have the Toshiba I had back in the day. That, when I start doing news stories again live, which is coming back, I'm really just waiting for YouTube to flip that switch where if you have gameplay footage, they may take days to review your video. Once that happens, live footage is here to stay for good. A lot of you guys have asked me about why I went back to gameplay. It's just more flexible and more convenient. But once YouTube switches their policies with reviewing videos, the live stuff comes back. But anyway, so this is a Sharp 50-inch TV. It's not a smart TV. When I went out, I got a smart TV, a Samsung. I wasn't thrilled with the smart TV stuff. And no offense, you want to make your TV smart, you buy a computer. Or not everyone can do that. There is very valid reasons to have a smart TV, but me, I'm a nerd with a desktop computer in my bedroom, okay? You can't get much smarter than hooking up your TV via HDMI to a desktop gaming rig. So I brought that one back. This TV was actually 8 inches bigger than that Samsung Smart TV, and it was $100 cheaper. And honestly, the picture on this one is just as good, maybe a little bit better than the Samsung. It's a Sharp. I love this TV. I think it went back up to $700, which isn't a super good deal, but I got it on sale for $550. If you could find it for that price, run screaming to get this TV. It is fantastic, and the picture quality on it is excellent. So, moving on. Now, below here, I have the Xbox One. Just because with the Kinect Spy NSA camera, I'm kidding, relax. It's just easier to have it in the center console. It's not that I favor this or, dry hump it while you guys aren't looking. It's just easier to have it here, just how it works. There's my Xbox One. Again, everything's hooked up to wired internet. A lot of you guys, I'll talk about the HDMI switch and how I have it hooked up to the capture card in a second. So this monster, you're like, Rich, what the hell is that printer? This printer is, and I gotta remember the name, a Hewlett-Packard LaserJet 4L from 1995. Yes, 1995. That's when this thing was originally purchased by my dad's former company. Think about how old that is. President Clinton, okay, still had 1 year left in his first term. Let that sink in. If you're my age, it'll make you very depressed and realize how old you are. This printer is that old. That's when it was originally purchased. It still works pretty much perfectly to this day. Once in a while, like once out of every 100 pages, you'll have a paper jam in it. But I still rather take this thing over any inkjet. Okay, I've bought brand new $200 inkjets, and I brought them back because they were shit. I love this printer. It's a little slow because, well, it's an old print. I mean, it's still serial port in the back of it. I have a USB to serial port cable running in here, but it works perfectly. I love this printer. I'm going to use it until it implodes, period. So anyway, you guys want to know how I capture all the video to my Live Gamer Portable, which is behind here, as you see. It's nice and blue, lit up right now. I have everything hooked up to this one switch. It's a Kenovo switch. You could also find this on Amazon. It's about $40. It's not a cheap switch, but you know what? I bought so many of these damn switches, okay, and they're all shit. Here's my review of this switch. There, excellent review. They suck. They don't work right. The buttons jam up on those cheap switches. They're garbage. Spend the extra money. Don't go to Best Buy, though, because they'll rip you off. You'll have, like, for the same kind of switch in this quality range, you'll spend $70 there. You could go on Amazon, spend $40. It's worth it. This is compatible with all capture cards or virtually all capture cards, whereas this one gave my capture cards issues. All right, so I have all the consoles, I'll explain how this is working. I have all the consoles going into all the inputs back here. So I have computer. This is the Wii U, computer, PS4, Xbox One. And this output is going into the input of the capture card. All right, really easy. The output of the capture card goes into my TV. And it works just fine. So if I want to record footage, you can either hit F7 on your keyboard so you don't have to reach back there every time, or you can just hit the little blue button on top. And there you go. It's that simple. So I never have to worry about swapping out a whole bunch of HDMI cords every time I want to record a different console. I just have to hit the button in front here, switch to a different input on the HDMI capture card, and that's it. It's that simple. It's really that, and it comes with a remote too. And the remote works really good. It's 40 bucks. If you don't have an Amazon Prime account, it may be more expensive. I do, but there you go. All right, let me sit down here for a second. Here is where my PS4 and Xbox One is. I built this table last night, and there is the PS4. This is a right angle USB cord, so I really recommend getting one of those. It doesn't matter which one it is. This is a right angle USB 3.0. You don't really have to get that because mostly you're just doing it in the front is just charging your controllers anyway. But the nice thing about this is that if you ever hit here, I mean, I wish I had one that was a little more flush, but if you ever hit, there's not as much leverage, so the chances of you damaging your USB port are much slimmer. Next to it is the HDMI to DVI box, which reconverts it back into HDMI and strips the HDCP. I don't recommend getting one of these anymore if you get a PS4, because with the 1.70 update, they're actually letting you record gameplay footage, and you won't need that box anymore. So in like a month or so, that's going to become obsolete, which I'm happy. It's a bunch of extra friggin' cords I don't need. And here is my Zelda Wind Waker Wii U. It's a Wii U, and it's Zelda Wind Waker, and yeah, that's it. And I built this, I think I said it already, but I built this cabinet thingy last night. And yes, there's a lot of cords, but you know what? For me to do cable management on this, I'd have to get different length cords and flip a whole bunch of shit around. Nothing's tangled, everything works. I'm leaving it be. I'll live with this. It's not that bad. Maybe I'll do a little bit over here, but not that much because it's a pain in the ass, man. So there you go, guys. This is my current gen, next gen, modern PC gaming, Oprah Winfrey porn watching setup. And it's fun, it's good for work, and good for play at the same time. Now, excuse me, boys. Oprah's beckoning. Oh, yeah.